Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Jenk Plays with me, Jenk Huffington, and today we're playing some more Transport Fever 2. Last episode we put in a train line to supply machines from the Olive Machines factory to McKinney, and putting a new cargo hub for McKinney, which allows us to bring in machines by train. But I was also thinking what we could do is bring in food by train as well, because at the moment we're using trucks, and it's quite inefficient to be shipping food by truck from down here, all the way around here, and then back into the city. So what I'm thinking we'll do today is we'll drop in another station down here and train the food up to this hub, and then we'll ship it into the town. Theoretically we could put another train cargo hub over here, but I think for now I want to centralize it here basically, and then we can use that as our main point. Maybe when McKinney grows bigger we can rethink that, but for now I think that will do. I'm just thinking about how we're going to connect this up. So we're going to have the train station somewhere around here, head out, try and get over this track here, have it loop around, merge in, run alongside this track. I don't think we want to be sharing the track because we're going to be using heavier trains and then be slower. We want to keep the passenger line clear and fast. And then we'll have to break off somewhere around here and do a flyover to connect it into here. That's going to be quite interesting, I think, doing that final bit, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. So for now, let's start with a train station. We'll do cargo terminus. We'll go for 2 for now, and let's make it 320. Let's see what that gets us. Okay. So, first problem is the height difference here. So, we're not going to be able to pull it over, but we could potentially raise the land and tunnel. So it's going to be very expensive, but if we raise the land and tunnel, we can then have that train. Hang on, I could think about this. Maybe to there, but then that's actually not quite so high, so actually we might go low and we go under that track and then we loop in. Okay, yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So if we go under, so just to the side of the machines factory, come on, a little bit further, there we go, so there, and then we try, said we're going to do it, might not actually be able to do, hang on, try and go under. It's not going to let us, is it? Oh, it is actually, here we go. So how far up do we go? We're trying the angles to there, yeah, okay, and then we're going to want it to be on the outside. I know over here we've come around on the inside. We might rethink whether we do inside outside for freight, whether we do freight either side of it, so we have 2 left-hand tracks and 2 right-hand tracks. But I think for now, based off what we've got set up here, if we just come around and join it on the outside, let's see if we can make it go automatically and not have to worry too much about doing it ourselves. There we go. Yeah. Oh, actually, that is the inside the line. We're going to want to bring that out as well. Are we going to want to use this to go out north? Probably not, actually, because we've got another boat distribution point there, so we probably add another train station up there. So we'd probably use boats on this stretch as opposed to trains, whereas we're using trains for passengers, so I don't think we're necessarily going to need another northbound train line just yet, so I think that will actually be fine for now. If we bring you out, so you've got a bend to go underneath, there we go, and we put a switch in while we're here, if it'll let us. Not that close to it, but to there, yeah, okay, fine, we'll put the switch in a bit further out. Or not. Can we just go straight out? It might be easier to just go straight out first. Just go straight out. Snap. There we go. Down, down, down. Up. Hang on, bring that up. I don't want to go any deeper than I need to, so if we bend the... Okay. Fine. So that is probably as shallow as we can go. And we want to keep the tunnel as short as possible as well. There we go. And bring this one out as well. Also straight. And then bring this round. Make it snap. Come on, you can do it. So why are you only snapping on the other side? Oh, there we go. So that needs to go a bit further forwards. Why did you work first? Okay, there you go. Bit further, bit further, bit further, bit further. There we go. Cool. Okay, fine. And then we'll bring this along as well to the same point. To there. Fine. And then we'll do our switch here. Why does it hate doing switches under tunnels? Can we do a really short one? I think we'll just accept a really, really short one. At this distance from the station, they tend to be quite slow anyway. They slow down as they go in, and they have to take time to speed up to go out. Okay. So there we go. So we're now joined onto here. And now we can just follow the track all the way along until we get to just outside McKinney. At which point we're going to have to break off and do a flyover of some description, which is going to be interesting. It's been a very long time since I've done one. And we're going to need to be need to have a think about how we're going to do it. I'm thinking potentially we go very extra and we actually go out onto the water and have a bridge over and bring it around to say there. So if we maybe come out of here first, and so we've got the switch which comes to there. So that's where we want to go, and we want to be going up. And we want to be, hang on, switch on that side. Or do we? Hang on, no, we want to come from where the switch finishes on this side, because then either one can join it, and then we'll split the track in two from here. I'm going to change that to be the better bridge. Okay, so that's going to then be our outside curve. And we're going to need to do another one. Maybe make that a bit longer first. So bring that around. I think you might need to be realistic about the speeds we're going to get here. Actually, that bridge is probably too high. Bring that back a little bit. See if we can connect. Lower it a bit. Take that back one. Okay, let's try that again. So if we put in our bridge here, bring that round to there. It's being a bit aggressive with the bend there. Hang on. Let's make this longer then. Okay, fine. We'll come back to that. We know where we're going to go in. We'll deal with the bridge once we get there. So what this means, we need to be relatively high by the time we get to that point. So I think if we come out to the side, don't want to be manually changing height. So you can use shift to avoid snapping, but also holding shift changes the height that you're working at as well. So you got to be careful that you're not adjusting your height as you're going. So we want to keep that level. Okay. And that around. At a later date, we might want to revisit this. If McKinney continues to grow and becomes a bigger and bigger city, we might need to make the station bigger so it can accommodate more trains. Although now that we can do more buildings and the like, we could potentially increase the capacity of the station quite a bit. and have them go to any available platform, which would just be the two of them. But that's probably much further down the line. We could also potentially have other shuttles as well, so I'm not too worried about that just yet. Okay, so to come round, we want to be going up. We want to be on the newer bridge. We want to be coming around. We want to... Don't snap. Okay. So it's gently inclining there. We don't want to be too shallow. Oh, balls. That was not what was meant to happen. Let's try that again. So we go to that one. Okay. The clearance isn't great there. But I'm inclined, I'm probably going to come back and rearrange this a little bit. Okay. Let's bring that to there. This bit where before I said we're going to have to be realistic about what speed we can get. So that's currently the outs, that's the inside. Bring this up and round. Let's get to there as well. And let's see, can we get to, that's not what I want. It's going to be that one. So best we can do is 70. You might be able to actually lower that one. Just oh, it's not going to let us. If we take this back, okay, it won't let me delete it because of the bridge pillar collision. That's annoying. Take that back. Can we make that dirt? There we go. And then see if it'll let us reconnect. It's going to move out of the way. It is not. Okay. As I said before, this is going to be awkward because it's not something I've done for a while. And kind of figuring it out as we go. I do feel like we've gone too high there. We could probably just level this out here. Just stay level. Up one. Go with the newer materials. Okay. I think it's probably better to go for the curve here. Bridge pillar collision, what's colliding on that road there? We don't care about that road. Take that out. Okay, let's try it again. Stay up. Go for the newer bridge. Bring that around. We are on the inside. So 90 should be okay. We took that into the switch, didn't we? So if we bring that... Okay. We might just take that corner back just a little bit. So that is the inside as well. So say to there. Oh, I think I've made a rod my own back here with that switch. It's going to be a little bit of tinkering, I think, until we get quite what we want. Okay, let's try... You're going down, I don't want you going down actually. Bring this back. Bring you around so we have the outside as well. So you'll come into... So there, okay, let's try you to there. 80. Yeah, okay, that is acceptable, I think. We need to make the... it's going to be doing what we did before. So we can split on the bridge. No. Okay, let's come to there. And then can we merge? Why won't we merge? Is it going to be... what if you take you back and make you dirt? There we go. There we go. Okay, so that works. Fine. So they're not going to be super fast as they're coming in. I think that's just a compromise we've got to take. And let's see if we can reconnect this without causing too many problems. Bridge pillar collision. Let's see if we take you back. See if we can take it in now. 90. Okay, we'll put that through. There we go. Okay. And that one as well. Okay, excellent. Fine. Like I said, we're having to compromise a little bit on speed because it's an awkward bend, but also probably as they're coming up, they're going to be climbing, so they're not going to be going that fast anyway. So I'm not so worried about the top speed. Reconnect to everything. Yeah, okay, I can unpause now. Fine. Let's put some signals in. Signals will still be coming in on this side, and then we'll just put them spaced out. So again, it's probably turning into my catchphrase. I say this pretty much every episode that I work with trains. I know there's a mod that auto signals, puts it at a set distance. This is a mod-free playthrough, so I'm doing it manually. There's not necessarily a set logic to where I'm placing them. I just put them every so often. Once I can't see them anymore, I put another one in. But there will definitely be an optimum way of doing it to have the most trains on the line possible. But the amount of traffic we've got at the moment, I'm not too worried about that. Maybe later on when we have some busier lines with multiple passenger trains on it, that would be something we want to think about. But for now, I think our spacing is fine. So we've got a new train line in, comes around to there. We have an existing distribution line here that we will probably need to beef up once we've put the food on that line as well. We also need to think about how we're going to get a train on there. So right now this is our where we're adding trains on. I can go either side. Let's see. Is it worth the effort of doing more? I don't think it is. So if we let you switch to, come on, you can do it, to say there, and we don't want that to, so they can now come across. We'll need to signal that because otherwise that's going to cause problems. So stop them before they get to there, stop them before they get to there, remove that signal. So now we can have a train come out onto the right hand line, and then I don't think it's worth me doing the same on this side because it'd have to go across too many, but it means we can get a train on that line now. So we've been using the 282 Mikados because our cargo vehicles are limited at 80 as well. It's another reason I'm not so concerned about speed. And you can see we can get food on here as well. So we'll do, pressing the button there. Definitely what I'm doing, I promise. Let's put 108 capacity on. So we've got 9 carriages. We're going to need to put in a line as well, aren't we? Getting ahead of myself. So manage line. That's going to be Oceanside to McKinney. That's going to be rail freight. So train freight. McKinney hub. That's not, it's Oceanside. Gotta think of what we're calling this one now. To McKinney distribution. So that one is McKinney distribution hub. And what are these stations down here called? That's road transfer, port transfer, Oceanside, train transfer. Yeah, so road transfer, pull up rail. I know it's going to be R road and rail, so you got R's and R's, but we're not going to be abbreviating, I don't think. So it's MK distribution hub. So it's going to be OS hub. Change the line. So OS dist hub to MK dist hub. Fine. And then we've got a train to put on that line. So it's going to be OS dist hub to MK dist hub. Let's see how what our rate is going to be. 154. So currently we've got, this is our main food processing. McKinney wants 103, so we can actually probably drop that a little bit. Let's move this over. So we get it close to 100. 120 is probably fine. And then thinking about what McKinney wants, so McKinney wants 100 food and 100 machines. Right now it's not getting 100 machines. So for now, if we double the number of vehicles we've got on this line, that might just about do it. Actually thinking about that, 94. Let's go for 150 or 160. Yeah, 190. Okay, so we've got a lot of excess capacity there, but the machines line's going to get busier and busier, so there's going to be more machines going in. And now that we've replaced the, we've added in the food as well, that's going to get busier and busier as well. Okay, so we're going to flip you. You're going to go back to here, which is connected to all of this, and then we're going to get rid of OS up to McKinney. We're going to sell all of these vehicles, and we're going to delete the line, manage line. There we go. And then that's moved all the food over. So by the time the train comes in, it should be, yeah, it's going to be full actually, because we've got capacity lower. So that's one of our passenger lines. Here we go. So this is our goods line. So actually thinking about this, our passenger trains are much older than our freight trains and are going faster. So we probably want to revisit our lines at some point. I think so looking at this, we definitely want to revisit our lines. It's definitely a job for an episode. I think now we've got this guy going. There we go. Won't take him too long. Like, we had the amount of time it was taking for the vehicles to be driving along here, get up. Oh, actually, and also we can take this bridge out now as well, actually, because we don't care. So we can tidy this up a bit. There we go. Could take out all of that road actually. Get a nice big green space again. Clear this out. Bit more, and yeah, okay, fine. So there's still that line in, so they'll be coming through here. There's our freight train there, absolutely hammering it. Does he keep the speed all the way around? He's struggling a bit with the climb, but nope, he keeps it. Then he's going to merge in, and he's going to go. Let's see, we've got them on separate lines. No, we want them on separate lines. Let's just pause that a sec. Terminals. So we want machines on terminal 1. There you go. And then we've got food on terminal 2. Then we've got all of our food supplies backed up here. We're looking at that. That's going to need to get bigger. Let's add a cargo building there to increase our overall stock and also extend our platform as well, just so we've got enough capacity. So we've got now 195 capacity. So are you only picking up machines? Oh, you are. Okay, so we need to rethink this line. Manage the line. So what we were doing before is we're doing full load all. We'll now do full load if available. There we go. And that should now hopefully clear that guy out. So unpause it, so he's going to clear out. We haven't restricted what they're allowed to pick up, have we? Manage line. No, they can pick up anything. Okay. Oh, he's just turned around coming back. So this guy should now get a full load of bread. Great. Cool. Okay, so this line is now set up. Looks to be flowing. It's going to cause a bit of an adjustment over here in terms of the rates and everything. So I do think probably another episode, maybe the next one, we'll revisit our lines, but it might take a bit of time because we've now got quite a few lines. So it might be that we revisit our passenger lines in the next episode, and the episode after we revisit some of our freight lines. So I think that's everything for today. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.